How's it going, everyone? So, today is Saturday, May 31st, and we got another market update to do. I haven't done one in a while because we've been going up ever since this bottom, and so I didn't want to do a video that was unnecessary. But now maybe it's necessary. We are seeing some strong rejection from this level, and yeah, basically we did close above these previous closes, so that's good, and we might be retesting this close, and we might be doing this. Okay, so we are now retesting the breakout, and now we should continue up. By the way, let me just okay, anyways, this would actually be very similar to, let me just go to Colin Talk Crypto, because normally when I want to see how the M2 supply is going, I go to Colin's, right here. This will be very similar to the M2 supply shifted, so maybe this is a scenario, this is a possibility that we are just retesting, and in a few weeks we start going up. This is a scenario, but I'm seeing other things that makes me a little scared. Right here, okay, so let me actually delete it. So we did get an higher high. If you guys go and look, you can even do this right here, up to this level, and if you go and look at RSI, we are doing a lower high, which means that this right here, higher high on the price and lower high on the RSI, normally means bearish divergence, which normally takes us down. So this is concerning. This right here is concerning. This right here is concerning. Still, if you guys go and look, we also had something similar right here, where we did a lower high on the RSI, and we did a really big higher high on the price, and we still had it, and we were still able to get a candle that a wick actually, and a candle that was higher than this one right here, this one. So this is not a 100% assurance. This is a scenario that we need to pay attention, because we are right now at a level and with a price action that is scary. The next few weeks are going to be important, because if we do break down, by the way, this blue line right here, it's the previous all-time high support trend line. So we might actually do this and then go up. And this green space right here, this is the gap that we still haven't filled. Not all gaps fill. Okay, not all gaps fill. This is important to know. For example, Castillo was mentioning this. We got a gap at 9.8k from 2020, and we never filled it. And so we might not fill it. Don't think that it's necessary to fill these gaps. We are still in a bull market, but we might be correcting, and we might. It's a dangerous correction right now. So next few weeks, if we really correct and we don't start seeing some uptrend, it's going to be painful, and it's going to make me a little bit more scared than I am right now. Um, and uh, yeah, the cell zone. This is the cell zone, by the way. This is the cell zone right here. This cell zone. This cell zone is a cell zone from June to November, maybe December, maybe a little further. But this is normally when the bull market ends, and we are very near it. So, and this is not like assurance. Maybe we can end the bear market, the bull market before. Normally during the summer, which we are now beginning, we do see, and if you go look at past price actions from May to July, September, we did see a dump right here, boom. But we did go back up. Let me look. Okay, this was not. Uh, yeah. Normally July is not a really bullish, a big bullish month. Oh, look right here again. So we need to keep paying attention to this. The bull market might be ending, but we are still in a bull market. It might be ending, but we are still in a bull market. What would make me turn really bearish is if this MA right here went up and the price went down, retested it, and then we dumped. If this happens like we did here, right here. But let me just remove all this information right here. We had a hidden bearish divergence, and then we went down. We broke down from this MA right here, which is the 50 weekly MA, and then we retested it, and then we started heading down. So if we do this again, especially we retest and we don't go up, yeah, it's bearish, and we are turning it into a bear market. And you guys don't want to be here during a bear market unless you are shorting, because this is the result of a bear market, right? This is the result of a bear market. 64% loss. You guys don't want to go through this. Trust me, it's painful. I don't want to go through it. I'll rather keep my money safe. Investing is basically a game of capital preservation where you guys don't want to lose money. It's better to leave money on the table than to lose money, especially long term, because it all compounds. So yeah, so far next few weeks are really important. If we don't start seeing some uptrend, what I really want to see, what I really want to see, is us, even if we correct and we look, places too long. Basically, let's go for places too long. Okay, if we head down to 92k and we close this gap, this is a place too long. Okay, so here is a place too long. If we touch this 10 MA on the weekly, it's also a good place to look for a long. Tight stop loss. Always tight stop loss, and put all your all your capital in, and don't say, like I see some people saying, "Oh, if it is long, I'm going long, and if I get liquidated, I get liquidated." No, guys, always tight stop loss, because, like I said, it's better to leave money on the table than to lose money. We're right now seeing a retest of this resistance, so if you guys want, you guys can go for a long, but really tight. I would not risk more than 2% of my money on this, and I'll maybe even put it like maybe even put it like down here. Yeah. This would also be a good place to long because of this right here. Actually, this right here. So yeah, this would also be a good long. Still, if we get there, we'll look for longs. Right now, this is I wouldn't be longing here, but I'll check on the lower time frames in a bit. Another good place to long is if this actually gets if this support doesn't break down, and next week we start seeing some uptrend, and then we test this again, and then we start going up. This zone right here, I think it will be a good place to long. Still, we are in a bull market, so far so good. We are still not in a bear market. This might be a double top, this might not be a double top. Trying to short the literal top or sell at the literal top, it's really hard because this could also have been a top. A lot of people were saying that, and it wasn't. Well, where we want to short is right at a loss of the 50 MA or a retest of the 50 MA weekly. That's where we want, and the 50 MA it's still right here, so it's still far away. It's at 81k right now, so far so good. Okay, let me go to the daily. Okay, the daily, we are seeing some retest of this. We might have broken down. See, this is why I didn't want to go long right here, because we might have broken down. Where I right now retesting this zone, this resistance, and we might be breaking down. So this is why I wouldn't look for a long right here, and I wouldn't long right here. Yeah, not a good zone to long. It's dangerous right now. You guys want high probability trades, not to be in every trade. To be in every trade, especially during a bull market, you just hold spot like I do. Don't trade unless you find high probability trades. What else? Okay, RSI, nothing really important on RSI. Let me also do this indicator that a guy showed me online. It's the logical trader, really cool guy in Leo, that showed me this indicator that he did, which is a good indicator normally, and the indicator is right now, see, signaling a short. It did yesterday, and we might be heading back down. It might be heading down. This is why I don't want to long right now. It's dangerous. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to short, you can go short. It's actually in a more or less good position to short. I wouldn't short during a bull market because I do not think that we have finished the bull market yet. We might, but I wouldn't put my money on it. So risking like 3% and looking for 1-1, it's not a really good trade. Yeah, something like this, but it's not the safest. Maybe try to keep the stop loss a little bit tighter. Yeah, take money out here when we touch this trend line, and then put a stop loss in profit and wait for the price to get here. This will be a good zone to get out. So yeah, it's not looking great right now, the market. I know that we all want the market to be bullish. Trust me, I do, but you can't. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes we need corrections. Remember that we can't always be going up. Yeah. See right here, we broke down, we retested. If you guys went short here, you guys could have made like 0.5, 2.5% and 0.5 risk, but this with 10x it's like 25 and 5%, which is a good rate in my opinion. Okay, what else? Ethereum. I actually look at Ethereum. It wasn't this chart, was it? Yeah, it was this chart. So Ethereum, we also got to see, this is why I like this indicator. We broke down and the indicator showed to short before, and we could have made like 3%, which is good. Regardless, what I do think, and normally it happens, is that we broke down. As you can see, we got this trend line, we broke down, we might be heading up, retest it, and then break down again. So yeah, looking for a short here would also be okay if you guys want to short. I'm not looking for shorts, I'm looking for longs until I'm certain that we are in a bear market. If we are in a bear market, I'm more than willing to short, but not right now. So yeah, the daily is finding some daily is not looking that bad. It seems like we are consolidating under resistance. By the way, this blue line is this trend line right here. So yeah, we might be consolidating to go above it. But after this big bump, I would expect us to correct. Let me just do this. To correct to 2.1k. Correct to maybe here and then go up. And if you are really bullish, maybe correct to here, 2.2k, and then go up. So if we do get down here, maybe look for longs, depending on the market. What else? What else? What else? Let me look. Oh, I'll just go to the stock market now because I do have stocks and they are doing quite well. Yeah, this is where I went into debt. I got a loan to buy the market, 4k loan, which is not like really big, but with the wages that Europeans get, it's not actually a small loan. Yeah, for all you Americans that say that you got a bad financial situation, guys, come to Europe and then talk about it. Our software engineers get like 40k max, while your software engineers get like 100k, 150k, and other such things. So yeah, stock market. UNL, which is like the UNL, which is like the global ETF index, the global index. Right here we got this zone that we never got back to. Honestly, I think that we have already gone up way too much and we haven't corrected anything, so I'm not putting right now any money on the market. I'm waiting. I'll be waiting a little bit to see how it goes, but I am expecting this to go a little down so that we retest this zone right here, which was resistance, turned support, and then we broke down and we have gone up, and now we should retest it to see if it's a really good support and then go up. And this is where I want to put more money in, right here at 96. It's not like the best entry, of course. This entry right here, was the best entry that I could have gotten. It was a really good entry, but it's good enough for a long-term investment. It's not for trading. I do these videos not only for trading and to see how the market is going. It's more for as a diary of my progress and my investment strategy. So yeah, UNL is like that, and I got some KDVE, which is like the information part of the SP500, which is normally the part that goes up more. And where are we at? Yeah, we also got the same thing right here. And I would be more than okay with putting some more money if we get here. So yeah, maybe in the next few weeks we'll see the price going a little under. Maybe like what? End of June. I would expect it to be here at the end of June. I'm not expecting really big news in the next few months, and with all Russia, Ukraine, tariffs, China, Europe issues, I'm not expecting the market just go crazy and just to this. I'm expecting it to do this. Okay, so we went up, down, down, then up again, maybe over here, then down, and something like this. So yeah, this is where I want to buy. Hopefully it goes here. If it doesn't, well, it doesn't. Okay. What else? Okay, so the M2 supply we already saw that yes, we got a gap at 92k, but not all gaps close, like it was mentioned here. And I did have something else. Yeah, Bitquant normally gives these targets, and it's interesting because the guy is actually, it's not 100% accurate, but it gets pretty close to the targets. And I mean, he said in December 76k, and we got to what? You guys should give him a follow. Wait, December? Yeah. And we got to 78, 73. I mean, the guy couldn't be more accurate. And the guy is now, not now, but in March, he said 145k, which is actually what I do think will go. I just can't find, for some reason, the chart where I got. Wait a second, let me just... Oh no. I had a chart with like a prediction, but yeah, 145k, somewhere around there. Not 150, because the market doesn't like us to give, doesn't like to give us really round numbers, but somewhere around 145k. Probably somewhere in November, December, maybe October, because that's normally when the market tops. And so far I haven't seen anything that is screaming end of bull market. The only thing that is making me concerned is the RSI, but sometimes the RSI doesn't mean anything. So yeah, that's it. Let's wait and see. See you guys in the next video. Bye.